Manny, by chance, did you see what Floyd said? I think am I saying that he feels it's an exhibition and not a real fight?
Is that what he's feeling? But he signed a real fight.
So it's for sure.
Yes, the contract that we signed is a real fight.
Real fight, okay. Yeah, because I know he said
I want to fight an exhibition.
No exhibition. It's either real fight or nothing.
Yeah, it's a real fight. Yeah.
The Sphere still in Las Vegas?
That's the contract that he signed. I mean.
Okay, so it's still happening then.
He has to remember that.
But it's still on? It's still happening?
Oh yeah, we did sign the contract already, so there's no reason why.
Why wouldn't?
Manny Pacquiao just sent a warning shot heard around the boxing world, and today we have breaking information that changes everything about what you thought you knew about the Mayweather rematch.
He feels it's an exhibition and not a real fight?
Is that what he's feeling? But he signed a real fight.
Information that Floyd has refused to address publicly. Because right now, as you are watching this video, there is a contract sitting in front of Floyd Mayweather that says he must fight Manny Pacquiao in a professional, sanctioned, record-on-the-line boxing match on September 19th. And instead of fighting like a man, Floyd walked into a Las Vegas mall, stood in front of cameras, and told the world it was just going to be an exhibition. So how did the man who spent 11 years dodging Pacquiao finally sign on the dotted line, cash the checks, borrow money against the purse, and then turn around and try to rewrite the terms? And what exactly did Manny Pacquiao say when he found out? Stay with us, because by the end of this video, you will understand exactly what Floyd Mayweather is trying to pull, why it may cost him over $100 million, and why today, April 14th, is the most important deadline in boxing history. To understand why this is exploding right now, you have to go back to February 23rd of this year, because that is the day Netflix made it official. Floyd Mayweather versus Manny Pacquiao, the rematch, scheduled for September 19th, 2026, live from the Sphere in Las Vegas, streaming to over 325 million subscribers worldwide at no extra cost. The announcement shook the combat sports world. This was not some underground card or a regional promotion. This was Netflix, the Sphere, and two of the greatest fighters who ever lived, stepping back into the same ring for the second time in history. And the most critical detail in that announcement was the language used to describe it: a professional rematch. Mayweather's 50-0 record on the line. This was supposed to be the fight Pacquiao never got the right version of in 2015. Real stakes, real consequences. The kind of fight the world had been demanding for over a decade. Both Mayweather Promotions and Manny Pacquiao Promotions were listed as co-promoters. The Sphere's own social media accounts promoted the event. Netflix put its name on it. Everything pointed to one thing: a legitimate professional boxing match. Then came March 28th, and everything Floyd Mayweather had agreed to went out the window. Mayweather showed up to an autograph signing at the Forum Shops at Caesar's Palace in Las Vegas. Fans were there for photos, cameras were rolling, and Floyd, being Floyd, decided to go off script. He told Vegas Sports Today that the Sphere was not a confirmed venue. He said, and we are quoting him directly here, "This is not actually a fight, it is an exhibition. We just want to go out there and entertain the people and put on a good show." That statement lit a fuse, because what Floyd said at that mall directly contradicted every single document his legal team had already signed. Here is what the paper trail actually shows. Jas Mathur, the CEO of Manny Pacquiao Promotions, went on record with ESPN and the Las Vegas Review-Journal within days of Floyd's comments, and what he revealed was devastating. Floyd Mayweather did not sign one contract. He signed 3 separate agreements on 3 different dates with 2 different parties. The first was signed on October 24th, the second on November 6th, the third on December 14th. All 3 were eventually merged together in January of 2026. And here is the part that truly matters. Floyd received a payment when he signed every single one of them. Not just a deposit, not just a handshake, cash in hand. 3 separate times for a fight that was always, contractually, a professional bout. And then, on top of those deposits, Mayweather went back to the well. He took out a loan against his own purse for the Pacquiao fight, meaning before a single punch has been thrown, before a single ticket has been sold, Floyd Mayweather has already spent a portion of the money he is supposed to earn from the rematch. Mather told the Review Journal directly he did get deposits, and then he also took a loan against the purse. So this is beyond just getting a deposit from the fight contract. The documentation backing all of this up is airtight. Mather told ESPN, "We have the DocuSign proofs as well as wet signatures with his device ID, with his IP address, with everything there. There is no escape hatch here, no technicality, no gray area." Floyd Mayweather knew exactly what he was signing because, according to Pacquiao's team, both camps attended a site visit to the Sphere together, with 35 to 40 representatives from both sides, plus Netflix and the event's producers, all in the same room, all operating under the assumption that this was a professional fight. Not one person in 3 months of planning raised any objection to the venue or to the professional nature of the bout, until Floyd stood in a mall and said otherwise. Pacquiao's answer was not a press conference or a lengthy statement. It was quiet, direct, and brutal. He spoke to reporters and to Fight Hub TV, and he left no room for interpretation. He said with a smirk, "Is that what he is feeling? But he signed a contract for a real fight. The contract that we signed is a real fight. I would not fight an exhibition. It is a real fight. That is the contract he signed." He has to remember that. And when pressed further on whether he would accept an exhibition under any circumstances, Pacquiao was even more blunt. "No exhibition. It is either a real fight or nothing." But Pacquiao also said something that revealed just how deep his read on Floyd truly goes. He told reporters, "Maybe he thinks I am going to take him lightly. He has his own strategy." Pacquiao was not just responding to a contract dispute. He was calling out a chess move. He believes Floyd is manufacturing confusion on purpose, the same playbook Floyd ran from 2010 to 2015, when the original fight took 5 years of failed negotiations, broken promises, and what Pacquiao himself once described as alibis, drug testing disputes, purse disagreements, venue issues, every delay tactic in the book before they finally met in May of 2015. Pacquiao said in interviews that he signed contracts during that 5-year stretch at least 5 times, thinking each one was going to be the real deal, and each time Floyd found a reason to walk. He told reporters before the previous fight, "We were dealing with him for like 8 years. There were so many promises, and I think of all the times I signed a contract thinking that was the one." Now here's where the story turns, because while Floyd has been publicly calling the Pacquiao rematch an exhibition, his own financial situation off the canvas tells a very specific parallel story. In recent months, Mayweather has been sued over more than $300,000 in alleged unpaid rent on a Manhattan luxury apartment. 2 separate Miami jewelers have filed lawsuits claiming he owes millions for watches, chains, and other jewelry. One jeweler alone alleged that Floyd paid only $300,000 toward a balance of $1,675,000. And on top of those cases against him, Mayweather filed his own lawsuits, including a $340 million suit against Showtime Networks and former executive Steven Espinoza, alleging he was deprived of fight earnings throughout his career. This is the man calling the Pacquiao rematch a casual exhibition. A man who has already taken the advance money. A man who is being sued on multiple fronts. A man who built his entire brand on being the most financially disciplined fighter in boxing history, and who is now in the middle of a legal war on nearly every side. The penalty for walking away from the Pacquiao contract is not small. Mather told the Review Journal there is a massive penalty clause built into the agreement. He described the damages as, quote, 8 to 9 figure damages. Pacquiao's promotional outlet separately confirmed the clause requires Mayweather to pay no less than $100 million if he backs out. And now, as of today, April 14th, the situation has reached its final deadline. Pacquiao Promotions CEO Jos Mather announced on the Inside the Ring program that both sides have until the end of business today to finalize the deal. If they cannot reach an agreement by the close of the working day, the most anticipated rematch in boxing may collapse completely and permanently. 2 fighters, 1 contract, 1 deadline. Floyd Mayweather built a 50-0 record by controlling every single variable: the opponent, the timing, the venue, the money, the terms. For the first time in his career, the variable he cannot control is the contract he already signed, the deposits he already cashed, and the advance he already spent. The question is not whether Manny Pacquiao is ready to fight. He has already told you, it is a real fight or nothing. The question is whether Floyd Mayweather is willing to face the one man who may have finally found a way to take away the only thing Floyd has ever truly protected, that zero. And depending on what happens by the end of today, we may find out exactly what that zero is worth to Floyd Mayweather. Whether it is worth more than $100 million, whether it is worth more than the paper he signed his name on, and whether the man who never lost in the ring is finally going to lose the one fight he cannot control with his fists. Subscribe if you are following this story, because the next 24 hours could change everything.